Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of.
Hi nail fam, I hope that you are doing well. It's your girl Tia Beller and I am back again with another nail collab video with the one, the only, the queen, BabygirlNails. I will definitely have her details up on the screen, so make sure that you are subscribed to her YouTube channel and you're following her on Instagram. Now, for this challenge, we're just doing a spooky design and we're going to be using Makartt products. I've already applied a layer of some foil glue, which is water-based. I've allowed that to self-dry, and now I'm just applying some base gel onto my nail. This allows me to pop these nails back off once I am done with this video. Now, to get started, I'm going to be using the Femi Beauty method for these nails. So I'm just going to apply a layer of base gel on the inside of all of the nails. And then I'm going to apply some polygel. So I'm going to be using this gorgeous Cosmic Black Glitter Polygel from Makartt. And I'm going to apply the polygel to 2/3 of the nail. Once I have the polygel onto the nail, I take my polygel brush and I'm going to pat that into place. So now that I have my polygel into place, a nice thin layer of polygel, I want this to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to take my Noir gel polish from Makartt and I'm going to apply this to 2/3 of the nail. I'm just leaving out the area that I'm attaching to my actual nail bed, because if I do apply the gel polish there, then it won't adhere properly. So it's going to get into the way of the polygel curing to my nail. So here I am just applying this over that area because I just want to darken it up just a little bit. Now I am going to be applying this Noir Black gel polish to the top of the nail as well, but I just wanted to have a level of depth to this nail. Once I finish applying the gel polish to this nail, I'm just going to now apply it. You simply just push it onto your nail ever so lightly. Don't press too hard because you will kind of cause the polygel to seep to the sides of the nail or to the base of the nail, and then you probably just need to take your polygel brush and remove that. But I don't have any seepage here and it has cured very well. So now I'm going to move on to my index finger, and for this finger I don't need the entire nail cured and I don't need a full nail of polygel. So I'm just going to use this gorgeous glitter neutral polygel from the Femi Beauty collection, and I'm just going to apply a small pea-sized amount. Once I have this onto the nail, I will pat this into place and adhere to my finger. Also, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the family. I hope that you enjoy the videos that I do put out. Just going to go ahead and put the featured comment up from the first person to comment on my last video up on the screen, and a big thank you to you. Okay, so we have just a little bit of seepage on the side there. So I'm taking my polygel brush with some isopropyl alcohol and just wiping that away before I cure this. So here's how all of the nails are looking once I have already applied them. So now it is time for me to buff and file. So I'm going to take my 100/180 file using the 100 side, and I'm just going to file towards the tips of the nail just to remove any excess, the little tabs that be there sometimes. And then I'm taking the same 100 side and just going around the base and cuticle area of this nail just to make it a little bit more flush to my natural nail bed. So once I'm done with the filing aspect, then I just go in with my buffer and I remove the excess shine that's on the nail tip. You just want to buff it just enough to dull it up. You don't need to buff it too much because you're not trying to file it down or anything. And so here's how the nails are looking once they have been filed, buff, and I'm using an alcohol wipe to remove any excess dust. Every time I try to say dust after I've said brush a few times, I keep saying dust. But anyway, So now let's move on to the nail design for this thumb first. So this is a very detailed video. I'm just showing you step by step all of the different designs and intricate details that I put into this nail design because it is a lot. So I'm going in with a layer of base gel onto this nail first, and then I'm just going to cure this under my UV lamp for 30 seconds. So the first part to this little finger here is that I need to darken this base just a little bit more because I am going to be doing a wavy, kind of hypnotic kind of design on this nail, and it needs to have a black base. So did I necessarily need it to put a full coverage of this Cosmic Polygel? No, but I like it. I like that underneath the nail there is some depth and some elements to it, Once you're hypnotized, you're going to go transfer into this wonderful glitter world. So that's the idea behind it. Obviously, from the naked eye, you won't be able to see all that anyway, but that's okay. So I'm applying 2 layers of this noir gel polish onto the nail. And then once I am done, because I'm going to be going in with this white gel polish onto the nail, I also apply a layer of top gel just to protect that black gel polish in case I make a mistake. Because if I make a mistake with this white gel polish, I can easily wipe it off when it's on top of top coat. But if I was to apply this directly to that black gel polish, there may be some issues, there may be some smudges, and I won't be able to get it back out. So I'm going to take my little liner brush, and from the center of this nail, I'm just going to go around very slowly and kind of form the center of my little hypnotic kind of circle spiral thing going on here. As I am doing this, I'm not overly concerned about how straight the lines are. They can be just a little bit cricket because I know that I'm still going to go afterwards and clean up the lines. So the first part of this is that I just want to get the lines down just to know where my lines are. And once I have them down, as you can see, I go back into that white gel polish and I just clean up the lines as close as possible just to make sure that they aren't too jagged from the naked eye. Like if there's any strays areas, like where the brush might have just go out of the line, I just want to kind of clean it up, if you understand what I'm saying. So when you first start your spiral, don't worry about it being perfect. You just want to get your lines down, and then you can go back in again before you cure it to straighten it back up. So once I'm satisfied, I did cure this under my UV lamp for 30 seconds, and now I'm just covering this with some Makartt top coat, and then I'm going to put this back under the UV lamp and cure this for 45 seconds. Okay, so now let's move on to my index finger, and the index finger is the creepiest finger of this design. So to get this design, which is inspired by the horror thriller movie Sinister, I'm going to go in with 2 layers of this Blanc gel polish, this white gel polish, and cure them. Each layer I'm going to cure for around between 30 to 45 seconds. Once I have the 2 layers down, then I'm going to apply top coat because I am now going to be drawing with my black gel polish onto this nail, and I definitely don't want to have any mistakes. So again, when you are doing line work, be sure to apply a layer of top coat onto the base color of your nail before you start drawing because you will make mistakes, okay? So for the Sinister look, the photo really doesn't have like a face. It's like a blurry image of this entity, this evil entity. And I'm not gonna delve too much into the movie because I am wary that some of my audience may not like horrors like I do. So I don't want the focus to be, onto the movie. But this is a character, this is an entity, this is a horror entity from the movie, starring one of my favorite actors, Ethan Hawke. And the base of the movie is that Ethan, who plays the husband and dad in this film, they move into this house, and he's a writer. He has been struggling to, make some sales, be a one-hit wonder for the last 10 years, and he wants to solve a crime. His last book has always been about, crimes that happened and, death and you know, how it affected different families. And so this was his break to now write another novel, write another book about some murders that occurred. And unfortunately, he's moving into a house where a crime happened. He doesn't tell his wife, and things just take a turn for the worst. So this entity that I'm drawing on my finger here is the entity that shows up into the house, and it messes with the kids just a little bit. And in the end, this entity ended up, you know, turning the kids against their parents, and some fatalities occurred. So me being a horror fan, and I love the Sinister movies. There's one, there's two, I think there's possibly a three. I just wanted to draw something unique on my nail. Typically, most persons probably draw like the Jack Skellington or skeleton, whatever his name is, onto the finger. But I just wanted to switch this up just a little bit and add my little creepy friend here. So once I am done with this design, I cure this under my UV lamp. Now I'm going in with my final layer of top gel, and I'm going to cure this one more time for another 45 seconds. Okay, so now let's move on to the ring finger. Now, the middle finger, I'm not doing anything. I'm leaving that finger with just the Cosmic Black Polygel. I just applied some top gel. So for my ring finger, I'm going to be doing like a spider web design on this nail. So I'm going to first cover the entire nail with this beautiful orange gel polish from the Awsm Color gel brand, which is a sister company to Makartt. And I'm going to apply 2 layers to this, curing both layers between 30 to 45 seconds. Once I'm done curing both layers, and then I do add a layer of top gel onto this nail as I previously mentioned. So now I'm just going to go ahead and draw the spider's web onto this nail using that same noir black gel polish again. And I'm just taking some strokes and drawing it at a, what is this, 45-degree angle? I think this is 45-degree angle. Yeah, so just draw your lines starting from the corner up and moving upwards towards the nails in a slanted motion. And once you have your lines in place, cure that. Like, you don't have to cure it for the full 30 seconds or anything. You could just flash cure it, you know, for like 10, 15 seconds, just to make sure that the lines kind of stay in place. And then once you're done with those lines, and you go in with the curvy lines, you know, the curvy part of the web, and just finish off putting like different curves, different places. You don't want them to be right next to each other. Okay? And then once you're done with your curvy lines, then you just, you know, put your finger on the UV lamp to finish cure it completely for 45 seconds. Okay, so that finger is done. We're going to come back to that and finish blending it all out. So we're just moving on to the pinky finger. And as you can see, I've already applied 2 layers of that white gel polish. I've cured that and I've applied some top coat. And now I'm just going in with some straight lines down this nail using that same black gel polish. This is a very easy design, so it doesn't need to dwell on that. Now let's get these fingers blinged out. Makartt has some trick-or-treat charms for your nails. Absolutely stunning. I've used these several times already. All I do is just pop them back off, put them back here, and then reuse them again. So I'm focusing more on the spiders that's in here. There's 2 little cute little spiders that's in here, and those 2 are going to go onto the ring finger to accent that finger. And then for the spider's web, like I want some little droplets on the spider's web as well. I say droplets, but maybe, you know, I was watching BabygirlNails video earlier and she was calling them eggs, so I don't know, but I'm just gonna say droplets for now. So I'm gonna go in with some rhinestone glue onto the nail, and then I'm just gonna go over that rhinestone glue with some top gel just to kind of smooth it out. I can't remember who I learned that from, but you know, if you put the rhinestone glue on the nail and you don't like use any top coat or anything, it kind of just stands out so you can see it from the design. But if you go over with a layer of top gel, It smooths it out. Maybe I saw this on Nails by Key video. I can't remember who. But anyway, like it smooths it out so it doesn't look so harsh. Like there's no harsh area of where the rhinestone glue sticks out. So anyway, now I'm taking a few rhinestones and I'm just sticking them on different parts of this little web just to, create that little water droplet effect, or maybe the like eggs or something like Baby Girl Nails said in her video. And now I'm just going to go ahead and stick the two little spiders, Papa Spider and Mama Spider, onto this nail. And then we're going to shove this into the UV lamp to cure for a full 60 seconds. Now with the other nails, I do take like a pumpkin and some bling and I put that onto the other nails. Like for my thumb as well as my pinky finger, I did go in with some colorful orange and yellow flat back rhinestones. And as you can see here, everything turned out really spectacular. I'm really happy. I just made it really bling. So instead of it looking like super creepy, I wanted it to look super cute and chic as well. So that is everything that I've done in this video. I hope that you enjoyed and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, guys.